Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is my Smash That Small paper pad collab video. This is a collab hosted by Houck's Crafty Cottage here on YouTube, and her link for her channel as well as all the other ladies who are participating will be in the description below. And the whole idea of this collab is to use paper pads that are smaller than 12 by 12. That can be 8.5 by 11, it can be 6 by 6, 8 by 8, 4 by 6, anything as long as it's smaller than 12 by 12. And just try to use up paper pads that you have either been collecting or just not using up in your stash. This is a recap of what I did last month on the Smash That Small paper pad video. I didn't quite get through this whole paper pad, the pink paisley Take Me Away. From this line down is what I made in order to finish off this one paper pad. I finished it actually on the 25th, which is the day my last month video went up, but I actually filmed that video the 24th, so I worked on that pad that night and the next day and finished it off. And just as a little quick reminder, let me grab my little basket here if I can do this without dropping everything. Try to pull this out and show what the pink paisley pad looks like. Here is the pad. Let me drop these little scraps here. The Take Me Away has lots of really pretty, bright, summery colors. These are like the little tiny scraps, which I will be tossing because I've pretty much punched out things and cut them down so small that there's really not a whole lot I can do with those. But I am keeping a couple of the bigger sheets because I think I can probably use them in some projects. I really love the map paper. There's 2 pieces of that in here, and I just think it has a really cool look to it, and I'd love to come up with something, maybe use it in a mini album somehow. And I left a piece of coordinating paper for each of those, and I love this print with all the words on there. I just think it looks really cool, like a chalkboard. And so I wanted to keep these 2 together to use for something. And then here are these 2. So that's why I did not use up these 6 pieces of paper. And then these are the only few scraps that I have that I could probably still do something with, but they are going into my little scrap basket that I keep on top of my craft table, that I could use, like pull things to use on like ATCs, or if I want some backing for a sentiment, like I keep lots of white scraps too, I can pull from that basket to have a little pop of color. But I am still considering that paper pad used up because I'm done working with it for right now, except for those larger pieces of paper that I'm saving for something. And then this, I don't really have a punch that works with it. If I could find something maybe around 1.25 inches, I think it would be able to cut out the whole design, and they're like little cross-stitch hoops with sayings in them. So that's why I'm hanging on to this and see if I can't find a punch that's big enough to punch out. I have a bigger, like a 1.5 inch, but it kind of overlaps the ones beside. Like if I try to punch out this one here, it would have parts of those 2 punched as well. So I'm trying to find something. 1 inch fits exactly inside that circle. So I'm hoping if I can find like a 1.25 inch punch, or even a die, but I really like punches better. I use them more often than dies. But I'd love to be able to punch out the whole hoop design. If not, I can always do the 1 inch circles, because I think these would work great for making jewelry, like necklaces, because I have little bezels, the round necklace bezels, that I could put these down inside. It would make really cute necklaces. So that's what I have that piece set aside for. I'm not going to really show all of these projects again. I might try to pull out my ATCs since I made those after the fact. Actually, I might have showed them in my goals update this past for my goals update on the first Saturday of June. But here are just a few of the ATCs that I made. This is a little flag embellishment that I had made previously for an embellishment swap, or it's not swap, an embellishments collab, also hosted by Houck's Crafty Cottage. This embellishments collab goes up on the 11th each month, and I pulled one of those that I'd already made, and these are some cut aparts from the pad. I just backed them on some paper and then just put the pretty pattern paper on the white and then on the black base. And then this is these are just a couple of bases that I made with scraps of paper that are ready to go whenever I want to add to them and create an actual finished ATC. And this one I really love. I love the collars, and I just think it looks amazing, just gorgeous. This could be very masculine too because of all the darker tones in here. So there are those. And then here is this one with the feather in it. Thought that was really cute, and used a Dollar Tree butterfly. And then here is one. And here is another one that I really love with the black. I just love the black with these collars. There's another one of my little embellishments that I used. Is this one. And this one. And this was actually a sticker embellisher. It's actually, yeah, it's on foam. And so it was one complete, like, little sticker that I just used there. And then this was a sticker as well. And so I put those together there. And then, okay, things are dropping off on my table. Here are a couple of rosettes I made with that paper pad. And just took two sort of, I think they might be 3/4 inch wide. And I just took two pieces, probably about 5 inches, maybe 6 inches long, and just scored every 1/4 inch. And then accordion folded, and then put them together. And then used some flowers. These are Prima. And then just the Tim Holtz word sticker, made a little flag banner, and used another of those butterflies. And then here's another one. So it turned out really super cute. These are the two little embellishments that I have remaining that I can use for something. And these are just the leftover cut aparts that I've already got backed on paper, so they're ready to go. Well, some of them are. These aren't backed on paper. They look like sort of like timesheets and ledger paper, so those are really cool. Those would be great on like ATCs. But these, I went ahead and just backed on some matching cardstock. And then I also took a bunch of my little scraps and just cut out, I have a tiny little punch that makes like the little flag, like the banner shape. And then there's also this little triangle, scallop triangle punch. So I've got a bunch of these ready to just throw on little tiny things that I'm making. Then real fast, because I know I showed these already in last month's Smash That Small paper pad, but these are all of the cards that I got made. Okay, this other paper pad is making its way over. Okay, so here are these. And they'll just kind of thumb through them. And these are some envelopes that I made. And then just made a bunch of these just general for you cards. And I love the layout of this. I thought that turned out really, really pretty. We try to put that back in there. And then this, I just used some of these big foam flower stickers and punched out my corners that I have with a punch. And just drew some little dashes along the edge. Thought that turned out really cute. And it was the right way the first time. These are just some feathers I found in a pack on my table. So I just decided to throw them on there. I thought that looked really cute. And so you just got all kinds of general cards here. So that was what was made with the pink paisley. And now I will show the other pad that I started on the 26th. And I worked on that until the 31st. And I completed that pad. My Mind's Eye, Well Hello. And again, I think I showed these in the my video for the goals. And I love the colors. The prints are just they're just amazing. They're just super cute and adorable and amazing colors with all these bright, vibrant blues and reds and pinks and turquoise and yellow and gold. This is what I have left of that. I don't know if I'm going to keep any. Like, here's a couple pieces that are big enough to throw on like to an ATC, but that would be about it. I really couldn't use it for anything other than an ATC. At least not anything much bigger than that. So I haven't decided if I'll keep any of those scraps or if I'll just toss all of it. But these are the things I made with that. Show the list real fast. I did make 6 A2 cards and matching, either they could be tags or bookmarks. I have not laminated them yet. If I want them to be bookmarks, I may laminate them. I may just put some string through them, or they could be tags. I made 6 3x4 envelopes with cards. I made 6 square embellishments, 5 ATCs, 6 4x4 cards, and 2 6x6 cards. So here are the 3x4 cards. I love, love, love these designs. They're all floral. And I remember I did show this in my last video for the goals. So I'll just show one because they're all kind of the same layout, just different pattern paper. So this is what they look like. Just took my starburst punch from Stampin' Up and layered a white circle inside that, and then just put a butterfly and a word sticker with a couple of the coordinating prints, and it's just blank on the inside. So there are these 6 cards that I made, ready to go for like Happy Mail. I love these cards. These are probably the favorite ones that I have made for this paper pad. Very simple, but I love the look. These are the outsides of the where I punched the starburst punches for the last cards I showed. And I thought, well, because they kind of got centered pretty good, I did maybe have to trim off just a smidge on one side or the other. But I thought that would be perfect for putting a sentiment right in the center and be like a frame. And it worked out really, really perfect. I just took a piece of white cardstock, cut it to the same size as this square, maybe just a hair under the size, and glued it down and then stamped the sentiment and just put a little butterfly. And these 2 are the white butterflies. Thank you and you're special. Love that pink with the white. And this is just for you and best wishes. And the stamp set I used for these is a little tiny word stamp set from Joann's. It was like $6.99 I think, and then I used a coupon, so I got 40% off. And it has a bunch of really nice little tiny phrases that are perfect for using on smaller note cards. So that one says hello there and sending smiles. So there are those. Here are the 6, either could be tags or bookmarks. 3 of them I just punched with the top like a little scallop design. This is a Stampin' Up tag punch. And there's those 3 prints, and I love that they're double-sided papers, so those would be great to use as like bookmarks. And these I use the triple banner punch at the bottom. And there's those 3 designs, the llamas and 2 different colors of cactus paper. And there's the backs. So there are those, which I haven't decided if I'm going to do like tags or bookmarks out of those. And then there are these cards, these A2 cards that I made with this is a stamp set from May Made It, and I think it's called something about definitions. I can't remember the name of it. I've had it for years, or a couple years. It was one of her monthly stamp of the month sets, and I have been getting her stamp of the month. I signed up for her very first ever one that she did probably now 3 or 4 years ago, and I've gotten it every single month. So I have quite a bit of her monthly stamps. It might have been about 3 years. So I've gotten quite a few of her monthly stamps. This one says thankful, and I just put a couple of different prints and put a piece of metallic like tape through the center, and it's just blank on the inside. This one says joy, and there's that print. And this one is happy with the llamas, very cute. And this one says love, and then this one is hope and dream. I thought those were really adorable. And I want to cover up what I'm pulling out here. These are the little tiny square embellishments that I made that can be used for decorating pretty much anything you want to put it on, or they can just be put in the back of like a pocket letter as a little extra goodie. And here are these. These are 2 1/4 square, so bigger than a 20, which gives me a little bit more room to work with it. But I love doing like the inchies and the twinchies because I really love doing the really tiny embellishments. I think they're a lot of fun. I love to see how much I can squish into the tiny little space. Here are the ATCs that I made with this paper pad. And this was a sticker sheet from K & Company, and I'm still trying to use up. I need to kind of, these aren't very sticky, so I need to tape or glue that one down. This is just a little flower. I've been trying to work through, actually I think I used up that pack. I had a couple blue and white and then some pink ones, and I think I used up all of those this past month. And so there is that. And here's this little one, some ephemera that I received in a Wish package from YouTube, a Wish video that I signed up on. And then this one, these are actually stickers, and these little fabric yo-yo stickers. I have no idea where or when I got them. I just found them in my stash a while back, so I've been trying to add them here or there on projects. And this is like a plastic flower. Get it to show up. Okay, come on. Not wanting to focus. Come on, camera. There we go. This is like a plastic flower that has a little bit of a collaring to it. Not much, but just a slight collar, and it does not want to show up. There we go. Has some stripes on it. There's about 5 or 6 different prints. Some of the flowers are sort of a bluish color, some are sort of gray, and some are more clear. They're all see-through though, so it's really cool. And I just put that behind the yo-yo with another one of these butterflies. I just took some of the scrap paper and tore it, just to give a little added element there. And then took some of the Tim Holtz words and put them on some of the pretty pattern paper, and just threw on a few pearls. Here's another one with the piece of that fairy ephemera that I was sent. Still got quite a few pieces of this left, and just been trying to use them up as I go along, using them over the next few months. Hopefully I'll be able to get them all incorporated into projects, or else maybe I can send some out with some swaps or happy mail. Really love the fairy sitting on the mushroom there. It's adorable. And these collars in these fairies and the little pieces here went perfect with this paper pad. And then here is this one, another one of those flowers and the butterfly. I just layered a bunch of the cards or the pattern paper here, and I just used white backgrounds for all of that. And then my last things I made with that paper pad, I made some larger cards. These are 6 by 6. And I had some larger pieces of the paper, and I didn't really want to cut them down and make more scraps, so I just left them whole, and then backed them with some of the white so it would really pop off of the black. Then took some of the coordinating collar here to make a little sentiment flag, and some sheer ribbon that I had on my table. Just made a little strip across there, tied a little bow on the side, and then glued on a pearl. And the inside I just decorated with a couple of the scraps here. And then this one here. It says Sending Smiles. I thought those turned out really, really cute. And there's the inside of that one. And the backs are just plain. So that is the second paper pad I finished up in May. And I just dropped off, there's those 2 last remaining flowers that I still have left. Thought I had used them, but I found them. So there is that. Move my basket out of the way so I have more room. And then the last paper pad, I'm still working on that one, so I did not finish a 3rd paper pad. I was really going to try to finish this one. I have some, I was going to try to just knock out the rest of the pages with some cards, but my daughter had to have a colonoscopy yesterday, so I didn't get into my craft room on Monday or yesterday, because today is Wednesday when I'm filming. So I had to be working with her on all of that prep work that had to be done Monday. And then, of course, take her to the hospital for the outpatient surgery on Tuesday, which was yesterday. And everything turned out just fine, thank goodness. So this is what I am working with now. It's called by Kathy Davis. It's called Journeys, which I don't even remember getting this paper pad, but it has a lot of really pretty, like more pastel-y, like lighter blues and greens and some turquoise and just really pretty soft muted colors. And it has a lot of nature prints in the background. But so far, I started this June 1st. I have got, these are what I have made on my different crafting sessions. 10 A2 cards, 11 3x4 envelopes, 10 more A2 cards. I made a 4.5 by 5.5 inch card. 3 ATCs, 6 tags for the Great American Stash Bash collab, 7 embellishments, which were in my embellishments on the 11th collab video, rosettes that I made for a swap, and then I made 6 bow embellishments for a swap, which I'm not going to show those because I have them in like a separate container. I just show real fast. Because I will actually do a video showing my whole completed swap once that's done, because I know that my swap partner, hi Rita, she is the Gypsy Nana here on YouTube, so I don't want to like show everything that I'm making for her right now, but we're doing a swap through a YouTube channel. So a lot of these things I have been working on for the last couple weeks have been for her. And also, so far, I have gotten 3 ATCs, 6 cat embellishments for that swap, 1-inch envelope embellishments for the swap, 2x2 note cards for the swap, and another ATC. And like I said, I still have some paper left. I'm getting down to where I'm almost done. I did open this, the tape, so it was a brand new pad. 48 pages in here. There's either 3 or 4 of each design. This is pretty much done. I just used it to punch out a bunch of scallop circles. I have all 4 of these left because I'm not really sure. I think there's 4. Yes, I'm not really sure. That's pretty much what I have left, is 4 of this with the pretty frame. That would, I guess I could use it on like a 6x6 card. I could probably make 4 6x6 cards out of this. Just cut just a tiny little sliver off of each side, like maybe an 1/8 inch off of each side all the way around, and make 4 6x6 cards. I may do that because that would use up those last 4, and I want to kind of keep this design because I really love that. And this is the last piece of paper that I have remaining with this kind of lime looking, it looks like limes to me, but it's probably flowers. But for some reason they just look like a bunch of limes. But really pretty colors in this. I do have a bunch. I mean, this paper pad has made, like, for some reason, I've gotten more scraps than anything. So there is, well, these longer pieces here, I don't have a lot left of them because I have punched out a bunch of things. There's a cat. Hi, Missy. What are you doing down there, girl? Coming to say hi. So, like, I could cut this bottom part off where it says Journey. I do have some larger pieces right here, which can be used for something. These are just all kinds of larger scraps, not that, but these pieces here. So there's still plenty that can be done with this pad. And I'm not sick of this paper yet, so that is good. I actually enjoy working with this paper. It's got really pretty colors, and I've still got ideas of things to make with it. So that is good that I'm not sick of it yet. But I'll go ahead and show what I can show. I've got this container from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to dump everything out. But it is pretty much packed to the top with goodies. So here are some of the ATCs that I made. This one, I just took a piece of that paper that said Explore down in the bottom corner, cut it out to where that was like right in the center. This is an acrylic flower that I don't know where I got them from. Just a lot of pretty colors. I don't think they're for nails. They'd be awful big and chunky to put on a fingernail. But I got them for the purpose of using on smaller projects. And then I just put 3 of the butterflies from Dollar Tree, all the colors that went well with this, because it's got a little bit of the turquoise and it's got the green background, and of course the white in the wings. And I used the white and the green, or the clear and green and blue of the flowers. And these are little doodads, I don't know what you call them, from Hobby Lobby. They're in the wedding section by His and Hers, and I love using those, so I tuck them underneath things. These leaves I believe I got on eBay. They're just little papery type, not really paper, but I don't really know what kind of material that is, but they're awesome. I like the size of them, and so I just tucked them out here and there. I thought that made a really cool looking ATC. And then here's another one with some more of that fairy. These came from the fairy ephemera. There's a little birdhouse and a bird. And I did put this bird and this butterfly is sort of on dimension. And there's a butterfly up there, and then just a couple of little sparkly bling. Here's this one that I just layered. This is one of those K & Company stickers that I did tape down good, so it's not going to be peeling up. This is some of the pattern paper. Used some coordinating green cardstock, and then just took some of my peel off corners and put there. This was one long strip of the peel off decorative border. I just cut it in half to fit on the top and bottom there. And then I did put some itty bitty bling in the center, if you can see, in the middle of the flowers, and then a different, little bit bigger bling in the corners. And then here is this one. Thought that turned out really cute as well. And this is some kind, it's like a iridescent, silvery, shiny, like sparkly washi tape, which I got in a metallic roll, and I thought that looked really cute on there. And this is one piece of paper, but it has that like a line through the bottom portion of it. And so I used that piece there, and then just took a couple more pieces of like some more of the pattern paper, put at the top and the bottom. And this was a little banner piece out of the ephemera that I got in my Wish package. And then I put a little sticker on there, and then another little sticker from a sheet that I don't know where I got it from. I've just been using it here lately. I have a sheet in red and silver, and this is like green and silver, and it's got all these little words on here, and it's by Heidi Grace, and it says it came with 38 pieces. So there is that I've just been throwing on different projects. And here are a bunch of tags that I made for the Great American Stash Bash, which I already showed in that video, so I'll just kind of show them real quick here, since this video is getting long again. And then here is a card that I made. I think that's the 4.5 by 5.5. I had this gigantic sticker. It's from K & Company, I believe, and I've had it by itself for probably years because I really didn't know what to do with it. So I just decided one day, I just stuck it down on some white paper, and then I just trimmed around it, punched 2 of the corners, and then I just started layering it on different papers that match the collars. And so that's how I ended up getting an odd shape, an odd size for a card. But I thought it turned out really, really pretty. And then I just hot glued one of those flowers right in the middle here. So it's kind of dimensional because the sticker itself is already dimensional. And then I put that in the middle. And then just for you, and a couple of these little white gems. And I thought that turned out really, really cute. So that's the inside of the card, just plain. So I end up using a sticker, which I have had forever trying to get rid of. And then here are just a ton of A2 cards that I made. These I just kept simple. I like the design of it. And I didn't follow anyone's, well, I know there's a lot of people out there that do the same design. I really didn't have anyone's pin in front of me or a YouTube video. I hadn't watched anyone recently. I just liked this design, and so I went with it. And of course I learned this from Christy Marcotte, putting the little scrap of paper, cut it out like a banner, little flag up in the top corner, and then I just took a couple of circle punches and used some little stamps that fit right in the middle with a bunch of the coordinating cardstock. And I just took some paper that, you know, just straight down the middle there, and then cut out a little square to sort of set in the middle. And I love the way that it turned out. It's sort of heavy, but it's super flat. I mean, this is really easy to mail, but it feels like it's really thick and bulky. It's just because it has so much layering, but it's super thin. So there's that one, and there's that one, and this one here. I don't know if I did all of them just for you, but I think I kind of mixed and matched them. Like I did a bunch of them just for you, and I think maybe I did. No, these are all just for you. Okay. So I have a bunch of just for you cards, which I'm thinking I need to get a hold of the nursing home that's down the street from me. I've already talked to someone on Messenger on Facebook, and they said to call. I just haven't had a chance over the last few weeks, and she was going to let me know how I can get the cards to them. But I wanted to donate a bunch of handmade cards for the residents to be able to give out or mail out. So that's why I thought if I just kept the sentiment kind of like general, it could be for a birthday, it could be a thinking of you, it could be really anything. You put just for you, and on the inside write happy birthday to somebody. So I just wanted to keep it kind of general. And then these, I just took one bigger square of the pattern paper, and then that I kind of got, didn't exactly get that layer good, but I love that green with the lighter green writing, and then just put grateful and a little butterfly. And this one says thank you. And I think this turned out really cute. And I just kind of put my little flags wherever I thought they just kind of fit, where they worked good. So this one, because it had that sort of pattern at the top, I just put my little sentiment down here. And I just left it as plain as I, you know, because I thought it looked nice with just the butterfly decoration on there. And then here's this one. Sending smiles and hello there. This one says best wishes, and this one says love you, and this one says just for you, and this one says miss you. I used all the different sentiments, and I found that stamp set. They are from this little stamp set, Hero Florals, floral designs for making card making. Floral designs for card making, which I don't know why it says floral, because there are no flowers in here. But I like the shape of the lettering and the size, and they fit a 3x4 block. So, and for pretty much all of my stamps, all of these in here, I can use this little block, which is 2x2. But there are a couple that are longer that I use my longer stamp block for. But there are those cards that I made. And then here are a bunch of envelopes. I took one of each of the designs except for the piece that has the large square, like white square center. And so I just made all these into envelopes. I love the designs, and I like to have this size envelope already on hand because they work for so many different things. Like I could just make a simple little note card to tuck down inside here. I could tuck a gift card inside, little ephemera, die cuts, or whatever I wanted to do. It'd be perfect for just tucking little tiny things in. And here are some more ATCs. This one right here. This is a piece out of another set of ephemera that I had. I just put a little gold bling in the center and added a little butterfly at the top and put great things take time, which I thought was cool because, you know, butterflies have to evolve from a caterpillar, and it takes time for the caterpillar to turn into this beautiful butterfly. So that's why I thought that saying was perfect. And then here's another one with another clock from that same ephemera package. I think it might be a Tim Holtz, but I'm not sure. And then I just, okay, yeah, that's one piece. I thought I had a board around it, but no, that's the way the piece came. And then I put adventure is worthwhile on that. And then here I decided to use one of the outlines from the cat punch. And it says, "Be your beautiful self." And I just took from a sticker sheet the 2 paw prints, put them on some cardstock and fussy cut them out, and added a bling in the middle. And thought that turned out really, really cute. And I didn't even have to trim this down any. It was this perfect size for this ATC. So there are those 3. And then the last thing I have are the embellishments that I showed in the back on the 11th. Just using up these felt flower stickers that I had. And these are just some little resin pieces that I've had for a long time. And then here's another one of those little sticker yo-yo things. Yo-yo sticker, yeah, cloth yo-yo stickers. And then this is just a bling piece that was in my stash that I put in the middle. So lots of layers. And that's what they all look like. And then there's another one with the yo-yo. And another one with the yo-yo. And then the rest of them have those flowers. So that is what I have gotten made so far with my paper pad. And I think, like I said, I've got those 4 pieces of that paper left over that I'll probably make just into 6x6 cards, because they'd be really easy to turn into 6x6 cards. And then with all those smaller scraps, I can always come up with something to do with those small tiny pieces. So that is everything that I have to share right now. Sorry it was another long one, but I just had I always seem to have a lot of projects to show. So let me put that aside. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And that is the paper pad that I'm currently working with. June 1st I started it, and today is the 24th that I'm filming. So this is kind of a little bit longer than I have been working on paper pads, but I'm not worried about it. I just kind of, when I get inspired to make, I'll run into the craft room, and sometimes I'll spend a few days where I'm not in here, like the last couple days when I was having to work with my daughter to get her ready for her procedure. I did a lot of cross stitching, so I have really gotten through a piece that I've been started a couple years ago, and I haven't really shown any love to it for a while, and I'm really getting through that, and I'm so close to finishing it. So I might even stitch a little bit after this video before I have to go to bed. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Hope you all have had a great week so far. Then this goes up, it'll be on Thursday, so only one more day till the weekend, so yay. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, and I will talk to you all the next time. And please make sure you check out everyone else, see what they have been working on, what kind of paper pads they're using. You might even see someone using a pad that you have and you might have forgotten about, or that you maybe never thought about using in certain ways, which I get ideas all the time. I've seen other ladies in the collab using paper pads that I've either already gone through in this same collab, or that I have in my stash and I just never thought to pull them out. So they're giving me some ideas too. So that's what I love about doing these collabs, is you get so many great ideas. Okay, and here I am rambling again. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Hope you all have a great evening, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.